Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily.
Listen here, there's a comparison that's slowly killing you. And it's not the comparison you think it is. It's not the assumed comparison, which is the comparison to the person that's pretty far ahead of you. When you're comparing yourself to somebody else that's pretty far ahead, that's living a life you want, that is in a space that's something that looks amazing from the outside looking in, that is not the aspect of what's making your heart hurt. In fact, to see somebody far ahead of you that's living this crazy cool life, traveling, doing stuff, that's motivating. It's motivating, right? You get to say like, man, I want that house one day. I want that car one day. I want that marriage one day. I want to have the body like that one. I want to have that. And it becomes a motivational aspect. And what's cool about that is there's a lot of examples of that. A lot of different people doing that you can look up to and go, I aspire to be like that in that realm. But here's the interesting piece. Pay attention to this. You don't know them. You don't know them personally. You don't know their life. You don't know what's going on. It's not going the direction you think it is. Pay attention real quick. The idea is that a lot of us think that comparison is one that's going to be a negative one. It's never going to be negative. It's going to be motivating at all times. And it's a great thing. Here is the one that's interesting. It's not the comparison of the person far ahead of you. It's the person that's one step ahead of you that you know. That's the one that's hard. The one that lives in the same house you lived in. The one that went to the same school, was in the same grade, in the same team, right? That person who you get to see out there living a beautiful, cool life, that's difficult. And maybe not even far ahead. They're just a little bit ahead, right? They got a little bit nicer house, a little bit nicer car. They got a little bit better body, right? That's the one that makes you feel a little tight inside. It kind of gets to a point where like you're a little bit of stress. You're like, man, how is it the world that I'm not at this level here? And I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's some levels in life where if I look back, like I'm motivated by people far ahead, yeah, but there's some people that I know that like I was around, same space, same time, maybe football. That balled out in the football field. Got to play a good career in the NFL. Envy isn't the word. I'm not jealous or envious in any way, but I do go, man, at a certain point in time, like I had to navigate, like I was like, damn, what's up with me, man? Like, why aren't you at this place? Like it started to make me feel bad. It wasn't motivating. It was internally a thing of like, what'd you do wrong? Where'd you fall short? Where'd this person get ahead? Are they better than you? Like, how did that person get there and you aren't there, right? And for a while it was the case. And then two things have happened since then. One, I've realized everybody has different spaces they can be great. I found mine, I've scaled, and I've done well. Also at the same time, that doesn't have to be a space where you hold that negative energy forever. You got to find a way to go. That's just part of the journey and press on. And you have faith in the fact that where you're supposed to be is where you are. But I'll tell you, a lot of us are stuck in that same place that is not healthy. You probably right now have someone in your life that you look up to and you go, man, it motivates me. I don't know them personally, but they motivate me. Then there's also somebody you know, for being honest about this, that's right in the same space you used to be in, but they're a little bit ahead of you. They have a little bit more than you. And it's a driving force that becomes a negative energy of envy and frustration and like wondering why are you not where that person's supposed to be. This is why that statement exists, which is a prophet is never appreciated in their home. Because that prophet who came from where you are at, when you see them come back, you don't give them the same kind of love. You know them too well. You were too close where they were at. You don't give them that same respect, appreciation. It doesn't happen the same way. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you or wrong with them or wrong with the situation. It's just the reality that I've come to notice in life. That when someone is too far away to touch, they are pulling force. When somebody's real close, you could have touched them, they're a questioning place. They're a internal mirror to what you could have done but never did. And that's one that could be defeating. Because then you think it's too late. Oh, it's too late for me. The door's closed. The window's closed. I can't do anything. They're already there. I'm never going to catch up. Here's the crazy thing. You can always catch up and surpass. You can always catch up and surpass. Because that person, 9 times out of 10, they're not going full tilt every day, all day, which means they've left a gap that you can close. Think about when you're driving a car. That car, you're going 50 miles an hour. That car's going 80, right? It's like, damn, they're pulling away from you, right? But what if you speed up, close the distance a little bit? Eventually you get to go 80 miles an hour. But if they're still at 80, what about you going 81, 85, 90 miles an hour? See, eventually you get to that point of you're flying, but how'd you get to catch up? You were going 95 to get there, because you can't close the distance on somebody going anything slower than what they're going. So at some point you gotta realize, well, they're going 80 and holding there. If you can go 81, you catch up, close the distance. You go 85, you catch up, close the distance. You get going 100 miles an hour and you keep that and maintain that, you get past them. At some point you will pass that individual. But you can't do that walking through life feeling sad and feeling bad and your feelings all hurt. No, making excuses. Even worse is oftentimes you make an excuse for where they're at and why they shouldn't be there. You diminish their glory. You make them small in your mind just so you can feel comfortable going to bed at night. That doesn't serve anybody. Doesn't serve them, doesn't serve you in any way, doesn't serve your dream. Because until you can actually own the fact that you could have but didn't, you'll never give yourself permission to improve. You'll sit back and just blame some other outside situation or somebody else, or they got lucky, or they had a different hand up. It doesn't matter what they have. You have actually assets that are a benefit to you in ways they didn't have and vice versa, but did you capitalize on them? Did you lean into them? Did you find a way to go, I'm going to use this to my advantage, I'm going to pursue something at a faster pace, I'm going to catch up and then surpass them? That'll never happen if you play in the pity party game. If you continue to keep making excuses or blaming some outside circumstance and not taking ownership for what's going on. So all you gotta do is step back and start going, man, this comparison, this thing I'm doing, it's not serving me. Let me stop comparing in the negative and start looking and learning and comparing with an aspect of internal ownership and go, I'm gonna get past this, I'm gonna do better. And if you could do better, you will actually have better.
If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find them on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.